This is the Ibera rack. It is a PakRak system. So they make special bags that go on this that clip right in place. And this is supposed to be pretty universal. So we're going to try installing it today on the Ride1UP since it didn't come with a rack. Now Ride1UP also sells their own rack that you can purchase, but I wanted to try and see if a universal one would work. So these need to be on the inside. I'll get my Allen keys in just a second. I'm going to hand tighten this first. This is pretty straightforward. My puppy dog. What are you doing? What are you doing, puppy doggy? Hi, are you winking at me? Alright, there we go. I want this to be loose so I can slide it. I want this one to be loose so I can slide it. Okay. So there's the arms. Get this one I got. Yep, that. Okay. That makes sense. Might have to swing to the other side. Get this in a general area. Get the other one in the area. This is actually really easy. We got our little doodads here where the bar slides through. There's two of these. Two bars will slide through and connect over to this bolt. That's for the top of the rack. Bottom of the rack, since we have disc brakes, this is the setup. We have a spacer here, and then we use these longer bolts. So this spacer will actually go in between the bracket here that we slid up, and then this is the bracket here. It slides up inside here, and you can pick, your height. It's going to vary by bike, but this is universal. So what I would do is install it like this on each side, so that, and leave this unbolted. That way you can still move this up and down and get it in the right place. I would also, before you screw this down, mount your arms, these, and we're going to mount them over here like so, and then these bars slide up in here, and these tubes up here. So there's tubes up here, little tubes with holes in it, and your bar just slides in there like so, and one goes on each side of the mounting points on the frame. So there's a mounting point here and on the other side, and then two down here, and that's pretty much it. And then do this. Oh, it was in the place. It was in the right place. Alright, there we go. We're going to tighten this one down for now. So see how it doesn't come out now? And then we can adjust these up here once we get it cinched down. Now we're going to move to the other side, do the same thing. So now we got this in there. We want this to be pretty level, and that looks pretty level. I'm not going to break the level out, at least not right now. So let's cinch this down. That looks good. It looks good like on each end here. And that'll probably be pretty even. Yeah, see how these two bars are lined up with the tire? So let's tighten these down so they don't move. I think that's going to be good. We'll tighten these down. Well, you may have to get different bolts if you install this. We're using M5 bolts. I'm going to put a washer on this like it shows in the instructions, but I think after that will be good. Perfect. I might need to put some Loctite on those later. I'll remember that. Probably not. Alright, we got this side on. This is all not all the way tight, but tight enough. This is like almost in the exact spot that it needs to be in. I think we're good over here. Probably cinch this one down too while we're at it. Probably cinch all these down. Yeah. I think we'll be good. Okay, get this one all the way in. Kind of wish these were black. I guess I could change them out if I wanted to since I have the bolt right here, but it's fine, whatever. Got that. Did I grab the other? There we go. 3 different size bolts now. It's fine. Okay, that one's good. And then the small one for over here. And then this one. I think I got that one actually. Let's just double check. I know I got that one. I know I got that one. I just don't know about this one. Doesn't hurt to double check. Alright, this bolt right here is not going to work with this bike. I don't know if it's anything to do with the bike or if it's the bolts that they provide, but they just will not work in this hole. Luckily, I have extras, which is right here, and this is an M5 bolt, so if yours doesn't work on your Ride1UP or any other bike, try an M5 bolt. It might work. But we're screwing that one down. We got the other side all attached and it's pretty level, looks good. We have this one on the lowest setting, so if you look here you can see the 3 different levels of adjustment, and then there's your hole right there. So we're going to screw a bolt into that hole right there, and this is going to secure it down. So that'll be our next task, and then we'll take this bolt off here and replace it with the black one that I have. Alright, take this. We're gonna get it hand tight, and then take our small Allen, get it all the way tight. It's almost done. I'm bending my Allen key. This hole is pretty tight. I don't know if it's got paint in it. The other screws would not go in. They went in, but they wouldn't tighten. And I got metal shavings out of there and everything, so I don't know if that's just a defect from the factory or what, but the different bolts that I use work great, as you can see. Tighten this down, tighten this down, tighten that down, and we're good. We're done. And then I'm going to get a bag for the back of this since this fits. And they also have panniers like that are made specifically for this rack. It's going to be nice. Okay, there's that. Get out of there. Must be soft. Soft aluminum. Or steel, I don't know what they use. That one's in there tight. Let's tighten it down a little bit more. The only bolts that don't have Loctite on them are the black ones I installed, but they should stay in there hopefully. We're gonna tighten this one up here. Let's make sure the other one's tight. Okay, that's good. These 2 are good. That one's good, and then we have this one. This is our final one. There we go. These arms go like this. They curve in. They go up under here, and they go behind the bracket. This little bracket here that has a cylinder head on the back where these slide through. The hole on the cylinder goes on the inside of the frame, and these bars slide up into that hole, and then you tighten these bolts down to cinch this together. You do that on both sides. These little doohickeys right here. They bolt on up here with these two flat bolts. They're the only two bolts that are different out of the whole set. So these go, the two that are different than the others go up here. You tighten both of those down. On my bike, we had to slide them all the way to the end. And then we go down here. These little brackets slide up into the rack, and then you have adjustment points depending on your bike to get it level. We have it on the lowest setting. Looks pretty level to me. A little bit of an angle, but not enough to hurt anything. We could probably even loosen these up here and make it a little bit more even, but I'm not picky. And then, so we slide that bracket up inside the rack, bolt it down to the frame by using the spacer. So bolt, washer, spacer on the inside to make this rack get pushed out a little bit, otherwise it would be bent. And then there you go. Alright, I installed a new rack on the back of the Ride1UP LMT'D. This is the Ibera PakRak system, and basically it's just a rear rack like any normal bike has. You can still put a normal bag on here, but Ibera makes their own bags, which are really high quality. As you can see, the bottom here is hard plastic. It's got like a carbon fiber look on the bottom. The really cool thing about their system is that you can clip it right in place, and then when you want to remove it, you just push this little tab back over here and it comes out. It does come with a carrying handle, so you can strap it around your arms if you need to. You can see how the bottom of it is all plastic, hard. It's got like a carbon fiber look, and it's just really well made. It's got a lot of pockets for storage. You got a top pocket here that's got a little bit of room for like phones or maybe even a Bluetooth speaker or something if you want to just carry one with you, or anything like clothing or stuff like that. Sunglasses. And then you got a big huge compartment in the bottom, which is really nice, really well made. It's got a liner in here that you can unzip, so if you needed to clean this for any reason, you can take the styrofoam out. That just kind of holds it in place. And then you have a storage compartment back here with a little clip for a rear light if your bike doesn't already have one. And then you have your strap right here, which is also accented in orange to carry the bag around with you. And then you got side compartments right here for other things. So lots of room to store your stuff. Once you get it all packed up, you can easily just clip it on the back rack, and then you can unclip it and get everything in there that you need. It's pretty cool. Hope you guys liked this video. If you own the Ibera rack and have some of these bags, let me know in the comments what you think about those. And I am going to be looking at getting the panniers, so if you think that I should get the panniers and test them out and do a review on them, I might do a whole review of all their bags that they have. Let me know. And if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.